My life has undergone a significant transformation. When I think about where I was only 3 years ago compared to now. And my chart, my astrological chart, actually corroborates the way I feel. Because I have been under Plutonian transits for, well, a year, 2 years. Actually for longer. The first time I noticed Pluto transiting in my chart was about 12 years ago. But it transits one place, then it transits another place, then you get a little bit of break, and then you start again. So there, it has actually managed to transform several aspects of my life. You can tell I'm probably a pro now in Plutonian transformations. How do they feel? Now, Pluto has a bad rap, and for kind of, you can see why. Plutonian transformations, or transits, are really, really slow. So when your psyche or your subconscious is undergoing that Plutonian transformation, first of all, it's non-negotiable. I always tell people, the only choice you have here is how it's going to happen. You can choose to go quiet with grace and poise, or kicking and screaming with all the crazy accidents out of the blue and not your fault. Make up your mind and make a choice. But once they come, they take long. Pluto goes through the sky very, very long, very slowly. So they can take 2 years just for something to come to head or for something to develop. And it can take another 2 years before you actually realize, wow, I'm a new person. Now, once you go through that process once, you know what's coming on the other end. Don't look at other people's transformations. Ironically, the transformations look more scary when you look at other people. You see they're losing jobs, they're losing houses, they're changing this, they're changing that. You don't know how they feel though. And so the only way to know is for you to live through it. You don't have to lose your job. You don't have to lose your house. You don't have to lose anything if you don't want it. So that's what makes it so scary, just to look at other people. You have no idea what it is in their mind. But for yourself, on the other end, what is waiting after a Plutonian transformation is actually power. And I know it sounds very cliche, everybody and their cousin, second cousin talks about that, empowering. I don't know what other word to use. I don't know how to say it to avoid the cliche. You feel more put together. You feel powerful in a very, very internal manner. Where before someone can come and make you cry or make you hurt, you look at them as like, wow, they're just playing their little mind games. Move on. That is how power feels. At workplace, in the family, in the neighborhood, anywhere, with your friends, you have that somewhat kind of detachment, almost like a gap or a space between the external drama and your own internal being. And there's a new voice, your voice, that you discover that has been yours all along that says, move on. Okay. Well, I'm sorry for your drama, but I don't have to engage. Oh, and this happened. Okay, I'll wait. I'll see. That is what the true power is. All of a sudden, you don't crumble every time a pressure comes. Or someone tells you something hurtful. It's like, okay, maybe they had a bad day. Not as in your head as the cute thing you read someone telling you to do so. It comes very, very organic, inside, almost like out of your heart. And it feels like your own state. People cannot disturb you that much. Now, does it stay forever? Not really. You still have lapses. Remember, evolution is never linear, but it's really, I like to call it helical or spiral-wise. You go up, you have better days, you go down, not so good days. And the way to judge whether you make progress is to see the space between the downs and how deep you go. If you're making a progress, the space will be increasing, and so you'll see more and more stretches, longer stretches, where you have that power, internal power, and they won't feel so bad, and you will actually bounce faster. That is how you know you are on the path of awakening.